Good evening everyone, here I am on a step-by-step guide on casting your own birth chart. This is a slight breakup from what I've been doing, but it's a great thing because it's going to continue through the series. So anyway, let me start by showing you the symbols that you'll find on your birth chart. It's going to be quite awkward, but I'll do my best here. These are the symbols, if you go to professional astrologer, that they will be using. So if we start, we come along. This would be their symbol for the sun. Here we are. And then the moon. And this is Mercury. And if we come up, we've got, that's the symbol for Venus, Mars and Jupiter. We come up a bit more, that's Saturn's sign, Uranus and Pluto. And finally, that's for Neptune. Okay? So they're all of the signs and the symbols you will need to copy down for this chart. Okay, I hope I've given you long enough there. Okay, well first of all what we're going to do is we're going to take I'm going to be taking a ordinary lunch plate here. See that? Ordinary lunch plate. And I've got my pad at the ready. So we place the lunch plate in the middle of this book, and then we just go around it. And we go around like this. So we have our perfect circle. There we are. Okay. And in the middle of that, we're going to use something smaller. And in this case, I'm going to use a rain CD. Oh, there you go. Not advertising, but that's just all I'm using. And I put that in the centre of what I've just drawn.
Virus database has been updated.
And then we draw a circle thus in the middle of that. Now, what we need to do now, we need to make this into 36 single segments or 12 lots of 3. So we go for the 12 lots of 3, and how we can start that is by sort of gradually estimating each segment. So we've got basically 12 of them there. So if we've got something very similar to this, as I say, it's freehand, but something similar to this, you can use a ruler, and you will have your 12 segments which you have created by just drawing your line, joining up your larger circle with your smaller circle. So there we go, we've just done that, okay? Right, what we need to do now, we need to, on your starter point, it doesn't matter where you go, but I was sort of tend to like to start here, furthest corner, and this is Aries because it's the first sign, and then we're going to work around all the signs of the zodiac in order. I say you can use pen, pencil, you know, it doesn't really matter. I find using pencil makes it a bit easier. Plus, if you do make a glaring mistake, you can soon knock that out. Okay, so as we say, over here. Okay, so you should have something that resembles this. Something that resembles this here. Hopefully, we started, as I say, the starter point. We can get that a bit closer. We started with Aries here, and then we worked round to Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and the very last one, Pisces, which that's the last sign of the Western, and this is the first. So in Aries, what we need to do is we need to allocate that 3 numbers. Well, it would be 30 degrees of the 360, but I'm going to simplify this right down. So we'll give it 3 numbers, 1 to 3, by making very slight marks here, if you can see. What have we got? There we go. So I make a little sequence here. So this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. And if you do this all the way round, so then Taurus receives number 4, number 5, and number 6. Gemini receives the next 3, and so on until we get down to 36, and I end up at Pisces. Okay, so if we sort of do that. And as I say, each one of these is the equivalent of 10 degrees, but we're keeping it down to simple numbers, and it does make it a lot easier than if I start going, I don't know, 174 degrees, etc. So if we keep it down to this, you will then have a great idea of where you are. And we're coming up for Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is claiming numbers 25, 26 and 27. Capricorn's 28, 29 and 30. And when we get to Aquarius, you can have 31, 32 and 33. Pisces, the final 3, they can have 34 and 35 and 36. And then we'll be back at Aries. So, hopefully, your chart will resemble something similar to this. So, do you see how we've done this? We've done Aries claiming 1 to 3 all the way round. 1, 2, 3, Taurus 4, 5, 6, Gemini 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 allocate to Cancer, 13, 14, 15 to Leo, 16, 17, 18 to Virgo, 19, 20, 21 to Libra, 22, 23, 24 to Scorpio, 25, 26, 27 to Sagittarius, Capricorn 28, 29, 30, and as I say, Aquarius and Pisces obtaining the last 6 there. So as we've got this. Now I'm going to take the birth date of my son, and my son Joseph was born on the 10th of August. I don't want to say 10-8 because if I've got any American viewers listening in, they're going to think, well, 10-8, no, it's 8-10. Well, no, so if I just do it this way, it's 10th of August, and it was 1997. Okay, so this was, obviously, you're putting in, say your subject, you're putting in, as I say, my son Joseph, 10th of August 1997, and it's very helpful if you do know the time of birth, and I do because I was there, and it was 7:05 a.m. Right, 7:05 a.m. there, but it's, I know some people are not going to know the exact time of their birth, that's understandable, but as long as you've got the day, or roughly if you say, I think I was in the morning or the afternoon or the evening, that's very, very important if you can, but not likely. So here we are. Right, so then we've got Joseph, and what I took the liberty of doing, I looked up in the astrology almanac, astrological almanac, and I found out on the day he was born, and at the time he was born, this was where we were. So we've got, here we are, we've got the sun at 140 degrees, but don't forget we're not using the 0, so it's at number 14. So on our chart, if we place a picture of the sun, just try and do a rough sun like that, that'll do, on number 14 on our grid, okay? And just do it on the outside there, and that's the sun. So if you want to put it in, you can put it into, as I say, we're in Leo, number 14, see, and I've put the sun here, bang in the middle, number 14. Okay, and his moon, when he came out, was at 220, so we're not on the 20, 220, we're at 22, so we look and find 22 on our chart. And the poor lad, bless him, has got a Scorpio moon. It's a bit of a mixture of Leo, especially his temper. Anyway, but that's besides the point. And, oh, that's a funny moon. But I've then tucked my moon in here. Okay, in 22, the moon's popped in. Okay, so we're getting a bit of a, where's the planets? Oh, there they are, they're turning up. Mercury was 17, so we go along, we find 17, which is in your Virgo, and we draw a picture of what I call like a little devil man. It has a little set of horns, as we know. That's our Mercury picture. The one in the corner, that's our Mercury picture, okay? Yep, so it's got like a little set of horns with no legs. Okay, now we're going to find, obviously, Venus. Now Venus at 18, so we put Venus in, which is his love chart, and that's also in Virgo. So we put that next door, there we go. So, that's it, we're putting these planets now, can you see this? We're plotting them up.